Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green issues public apology to Stephen A. Smith. In a recent podcast appearance, Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green went scorched earth on ESPN broadcaster Stephen A. Smith. According to Green, he lost respect for Smith for the fact that the renowned analyst did not stand up for Draymond when the veteran was being heavily criticized throughout the season. Stephen A. quickly clapped back with his own tirade as the storyline unsurprisingly took a life on its own. Golden State Warriors news: Draymond Green, Stephen A. Smith go back and forth. It was during a guesting on Shaq's The Big podcast wherein Green expressed his distaste over Smith's actions. According to the former Defensive Player of the Year, Stephen A. really pissed me off. Smith wasted no time responding to Green's accusations as the former rejected the idea of having an unfair bias either in favor or against Draymond. Draymond Green apologizes. Green hadn't responded to Smith's clapback. That was until Tuesday night when the Warriors star came out to apologize for what he has admitted was a mistake on his end. "Shaq, I was on your podcast, The Big Podcast, and you just mentioned Stephen A.," Green said during TNT's broadcast of Game 4 between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks. "And I said something that didn't come out the way I said it, so I want to apologize to him. I said that publicly. I was wrong for that. I do apologize." I'm pretty sure Smith will be happy to accept this humble apology from Green. This should officially put an end to what turned out to be a short-lived mini-feud. I'm pretty sure Smith will be happy to accept this humble apology from Green. This should officially put an end to what turned out to be a short-lived mini-feud. San Francisco, there's a new member to the Curry clan. On Sunday, Golden State Warriors star Stephen Curry and his wife, Aisha, announced on Instagram that their fourth child has been born. Per the post's caption, Kaius Chai Curry was born May 11th. Kaius Chai is the K's second son, joining sisters Riley, 11, and Ryan, 8, and a brother, Cannon, 5. Riley Curry famously captured headlines in 2015 during a post-NBA Finals news conference. More, Steph Curry's daughter Riley steals the spotlight. Kaius Chai is the couple's first child since 2018. Aisha broke the news of her pregnancy in March in collaboration with her magazine, Sweet July. Related, Aisha Curry is pregnant, expecting baby number 4 with Warriors Stephen Curry. In the featured article, Aisha wrote she and Stephen agreed that the arrival of another child would complete their family. They have been married since 2011. Trade proposal gets Warriors off Andrew Wiggins' contract, Nets draft pick. The Golden State Warriors have made clear they would like to get off some of the onerous money on their books ahead of next season, but getting off the right money is paramount to remaining competitive. The only real way for the Dubs to accomplish that is via the trade market. Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report on Monday, May 27, authored a proposal that would send Andrew Wiggins back to Canada, his home country, and to the Toronto Raptors. BR also suggested a potential trade of Draymond Green to the Detroit Pistons in the same piece, though that would be far less palatable in the Bay Area for reasons Hughes goes on to explain. Though ownership has explicitly stated getting out of the tax is a priority, there are ways to do it that don't involve dealing true core pieces like Green. Andrew Wiggins, for example, is someone the Dubs could ship out without triggering the same kind of it's all over vibes. The Golden State Warriors have made clear they would like to get off some of the onerous money on their books ahead of next season, but getting off the right money is paramount to remaining competitive. The only real way for the Dubs to accomplish that is via the trade market. Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report on Monday, May 27, authored a proposal that would send Andrew Wiggins back to Canada, his home country, and to the Toronto Raptors. BR also suggested a potential trade of Draymond Green to the Detroit Pistons in the same piece, though that would be far less palatable in the Bay Area for reasons Hughes goes on to explain. Though ownership has explicitly stated getting out of the tax is a priority, there are ways to do it that don't involve dealing true core pieces like Green. Andrew Wiggins, for example, is someone the Dubs could ship out without triggering the same kind of it's all over vibes. Here, the Raptors utilize what could be as much as $28 million in cap space to take on Wiggins, a 29-year-old two-way wing whose value is as low as it's been in at least 4 years. Even a diminished version of Wiggins would help Toronto, offering quality defense across 4 positions, generally reliable three-point shooting and the ability to get looks off against good defenders when plays break down. That's a decent gift for cap space and, say, a loosely protected second-rounder. Andrew Wiggins' play has declined since helping Warriors to NBA title in 2022. Wiggins was a key piece to the Warriors' title run in 2022 as perhaps the second most important player next to Steph Curry, who won the NBA Finals MVP after Golden State bested the Boston Celtics in 6 games. Wiggins' abilities as a defender and rebounder were of the utmost value to the Dubs when they needed them most, and the forward's contributions earned him a 4-year contract extension worth $109 million. He signed that deal in October 2022, just 4 months after the Warriors won their last ring, but didn't play on the first year of it until last season. Thus, Golden State is committed to 3 more years of Wiggins at salary cap numbers north of $26 million, $28 million, and $30 million, respectively. That's a tough financial pill to swallow for a team that has spent and spent, only to finish the 2023-24 campaign as the number 10 seed in the Western Conference and bow out of the NBA play-in tournament after the first game. Wiggins has simply played poorly over the last 2 seasons, including posting career lows in points, 13.2 per game, and assists, 1.7 per game, last year. He also shot less than 36% from behind the three-point line, which was his worst mark since 2019-20. Most of the talk involving a Wiggins deal ahead of last year's trade deadline suggested the Warriors might need to throw in an asset or two just to get another team to take his contract. In Hugh's scenario, Golden State gets off of a deal that doesn't work for the organization and gets a second-round pick back in return, a clear double win. Moving on from Klay Thompson offers Warriors another avenue to open cap space. Beyond a trade of a player under contract, such as Wiggins or Green, the Warriors can head off financial problems in the future by letting a franchise legend walk. And are you a fan? What do you think of Andrew Wiggins' exit? Leave your opinion in the comments.